Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you must have seen the previous video where we discussed, about what exactly should be considered while you choose one stream. Today's video is more focused on if you choose commerce, what next? What will you be learning in 11th and 12th? What will be your further career options open to you? So today's video will be all filled with that information. To understand, let's just first focus on the fact what is commerce all about. So, commerce basically deals with trades, finances, economics, all the business activities. It deals with, how much you earn, how much you spend, what is the loss, what is the profit. This is all commerce. So, if this excites you, your conclusion should be to opt for commerce stream after 10th. Let's go on to the, एकदम ground level से let's start कि ठीक है, I have chosen commerce and now what am I going to actually learn? Which are the subjects I'm going to learn in 11th and 12th? The first subject, the first core subject of commerce is bookkeeping and accountancy, where you'll understand, how to record a transaction in your books. What is debit? What is credit? What is profit? What is loss? All the fancy terms that you hear in Shark Tank, you'll see that in your subject of bookkeeping and accountancy. Next comes is the economics. Economics till ninth and 10th, you'll feel that you've learned just the basics. This economics will teach you all the microeconomic factors, the macroeconomic factors, demand, supply, how the price will be differentiated, when the demand is more or when the supply is less, etc. Next subject is business studies and OCM or OCM. So this subject will teach you, basics of how a business should be managed. What is people management? How you can manage the resources, how you can manage the time crunch that is there at times during the peak seasons, etc. Now, next subject has an option. Either you can choose maths or you can choose secretarial practice. So maths, of course, the basics will be taken from whatever you have learned in your school, but there will be more further, additions to it with respect to calculating interests, etc., etc., daily life business transactions to be calculated in maths, calculate profit, calculate net profit, all this will be seen in maths. Whereas secretarial practice is more of a theoretical subject. You will learn, what a company secretary exactly does in real life in this subject. What are the board minutes? What are how meetings are to be held? How many types of companies, and like what are the compliances that the companies have to fulfill in order to be compliant in terms of in eyes of law, etc. This all will be learned in secretarial practice. Language, English is of course one of the languages, and you also have one more subject to choose. That's the optional subject. You can choose IT, you can choose a foreign language, or you can choose your own state language, etc. Now, what are the benefits of exactly choosing commerce? What exactly will you will say ki yaar, what perks I will have after choosing commerce. So commerce has got diverse career paths. I would say you name it and commerce can give you wings to fly for that career path. Finance, law, management, starting your own business, or you have your own family business and you want to grow it, commerce can help you in all of this. See, I would suggest, like, go read it, and then whatever interests you, check out कि यार ये लेने से ये हो जाएगा क्या. You'll get a better option. So CA, CS, CMA, these are the professional qualifications, but apart from this mainstream, you have many more options. We'll discuss about it in the further slides. Career options after 12th, commerce. CA is of course one of the very mainstream, but a very very respectable and successful promising career that is given to you. Company secretary, cost management accountant, BCom, and after that if you do MCom or PhD, again a very promising career. BBA, MBA, BBA that is followed by an MBA, of course. Law can be started immediately after 12th, or it can be started after BCom or any other graduate degree as well. Banking and finance sector jobs, You can give bank POs, bank different PSU exams, etc., to land up in a government job. So there is a myth, only science students have an option to go for government jobs, but it's not the case. Even commerce, through commerce, you can go for banking sector, that is the government jobs. Entrepreneurship and startups is obviously there, as discussed before. Now you will say, okay, these are the mainstream options. Are there any creative alternative options? So yes, commerce also offers that. Marketing and digital media, event management, hotel management, e-commerce and business analytics, UPSC and civil services. Obviously, commerce being an optional subject there that you choose, you have an option to choose one as your one optional subject. Choosing commerce as your optional subjects, these civil services exams are also open for you. Still, if you're confused, I would again try to brush up, when you should decide that yes, I am choosing commerce. If you're really curious, कि business कैसे operate होता है. If you are one out of those people जो पानी पूरी खाने के, you having that पानी पूरी, but दिमाग में चल रहा है पीछे कहीं ना कहीं कि यार इसके डस्टबिन में अगर 100 प्लेट्स है, मतलब आज का इसका रेवेन्यू इंटू 30, एंड देन अप्रोक्स कॉस्ट इतना है, अप्रोक्स दिस इज दैट्स व्हाट योर माइंड वर्क्स लाइक. You are made for commerce because you know how a business operates, that idea fascinates you. So commerce is for such people, where you work with numbers, where you whatever you are learning in the book, you will, it so happens